Right.
Oh yeah.
You know what? On this right-hand fuel, this Ostrupin has been in orange cover the whole time, and the con has been in green cover, and we're equal on models.
I glanced at it and I saw Conscript being out of cover for part of the fight
Oh,
at the.
really? At the beginning? Oh, okay. That's
Yeah, I'm
fine.
pretty sure. Okay, nice suppression on the healthiest Conscript
Yep.
squad.
There is a flank, but it is only 3 models.
Yeah, I think he's not doesn't
He's gonna
have
have
to
to
retreat
retreat
yet.
it.
Yeah,
I mean, he's gonna retreat the con squad, yeah.
yeah.
Damn, this is not good.
This is looking quite good for Asha.
I would just like to point out that Gans has just made an excellent fucking joke, and I'm probably the only person who's gonna get it, so
Oh,
that's fantastic. Alright, looks like Refero is going to neutralise the fuel on the left at least, because there is absolutely nothing here now for Asher.
yes, but what is Asha planning to do here is getting Panther Grenadiers and tier
That is
no tier.
disgusting, isn't it? How quickly you can get P-Grains.
Yeah,
4 minutes into the game. He's got a very good unit.
that's like yeah. But I guess it's deserved, kind of,
Yeah?
because Panzer guns were hard countered by the T70 and all the stuff. Like they were not. I think they're good now. Like this is
Okay.
deserved buff.
I mean, they complement the Ostrupin perfectly, right? Because you have the
Yeah.
Ostrupin taking the hits, and then you have the P-Grens getting up and close.
Yeah,
It's
and
a
the nade
nice.
is just
And the nade is
can be
juicy.
devastating.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Refero's seen them now. He must be thinking, oh fuck.
Yeah, good force on the MG.
That's good. Yeah, that's true.
But it still looks like Asha's going to have to a lot of territory.
Yeah. And this cap here doesn't actually cut off the fuel,
Oh, yeah.
so, or it will do actually now. Now he's got his. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Does that mean he's going to maybe rush an Ostwind? Nah, he's getting. Oh, okay. He's going for the half
222. Yeah. Or the what? Flame half track or 222?
flame half track.
Flame half track.
Uh,
Oh yeah. Sorry, he's building it. I apologize.
yeah. Or just reinforce half track, which I have almost like seen once or twice in my life
Oh
done
really?
by.
I mean, it could be good with Ostrupin now, eh?
Yeah, it could be, but it's just I don't know. I guess
I guess
the
it's
reason people
yeah.
don't do it is because later on it's easy to kill and to maximize its effectiveness, you just put flames on it when there are no AT guns on the field or tanks.
Right.
And later it dies easily anyway. So I guess that's the thinking why you never build. But if you micro it correctly, it can survive to late game and reinforce.
Okay. That's good to know. He
But to
has
be honest,
upgraded it, sadly, to the flames. How does Refero react here? He's got what doctrinal things can he do here? He's got nothing that can pop out from there. So he literally needs this, right? That's literally all he can do.
yeah. And still, even with this, the map is pretty wide. So the half track,
Yeah.
if microed correctly, can be
Everywhere.
quite a pain and give a lot of control.
So he's just gonna have to sit for the T70, right? That's all he can do.
This gun and then 18As and T70s, that only like it's good, but it still gives some space for half track to do a lot of damage.
I think he actually cancelled. He was definitely building the Tankov battalion.
Well, yeah, but
And he cancelled it. And there's a
guess
222 coming.
he realizes he needs this gun.
That's smart. Especially with a 222 coming. Yeah, this is not looking good.
Yeah. But then again, Ostrupen get weaker with later in the game, and conscripts will get the upgrade.
Sure, that's a very good point.
So he has to hold on at least to one fuel, and he'll be fine.
I think Ash is too good to know that there's a mine on that left into the base. He's not going to dive for that. There's no way. You think he'll dive?
Yeah,
I don't think he will.
could be. Either that or he's just generally a defensive player. I don't know his playstyle.
Sure.
There are some players who never dive, and there are some who dive like
All the
out,
time.
you know. And there are ones who are like them, who dive when they shoot and don't dive when they shouldn't, right?
Right.
Like you have a mine, he will not die, or maybe he will some.
I don't think he's gonna get this 2-2-2.
Or Nogano, he will sweep and then dive. Players like that, like do the perfect decision.
Oh, he got it.
Yeah,
That is a bad play from Asher. Yeah. Or unlucky. One or the other.
yes.
Gansgil
Yeah.
says, is the T70 too late now? What do you think?
Nah, the T70 can do a lot of damage, especially since Asha,
Spent a lot of fuel.
he will have one pack due to supply drop, I think. I'm not sure
Okay.
if he's gonna do that or not. But T70 still.
It's 450. He needs to...
Yeah, because the thing is, he kills the 2-2, but it forces a couple of conscript squads, does damage, and then he can get the map. He's so contained. Ashablois is
Yeah.
so good at containing him.
It's
Just better
really
position.
nice. Yeah, I agree. And he's got to get a nice flank off here. These cons are all going to have to retreat.
Oh yeah, and he's going in with a half track.
Oh yeah, he smells blood. Oh, the
no.
AT gun set up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
max
nice play from
range.
Refero.
That could have been an
Perfect
attack
play.
round, you think?
He had to hear it through the fog of war, and
Yeah.
that was a really good play.
That was very nice.
That kind of play skill can get him back into the game.
Absolutely. And keeping the AT gun in the fight here for the barrage. And he got a wipe there.
Yes.
Oh, Asher.
He's overextending, I feel like.
Yeah, this is a smart retreat. Refero got a win. Just get out.
Yeah.
Vet
And he
2
gets the left
Ostrupen.
heel.
Do not
So-
lose that.
Asha committed to keep doing damage and hope for more for holding the map control.
Yeah.
But it was definitely not worth it, especially since Refero still gets the left hand side.
Left fuel. Yep, it's completely open now. You're absolutely right.
That was a really good engagement.
With an MG
So-
coming as well. That. Why is that, right? Like, you've been in that situation many times where you're clearly ahead. How does it go to shit so quickly for a good player?
It's just maybe one mistake that causes a couple of other mistakes due to
It's a snowball.
fatigue or just you lose half track and then you like maybe. I mean the best players are just like maybe good at not keeping the composure and
Okay.
you
So
know.
you think he could?
But
You think that he
it's
might
just a
have got
couple of
tilted?
small mistakes that just gradually snowball into an advantage
Right.
for
Okay.
the opponent. For example, if the half track was in that engagement, that could have gone horribly for Refero, but
Sure.
because he killed it, he then completely swifts it and then,
And
he's
got the
on.
wipe. Yeah.
Yeah, got a wipe.
Hmm. Alright, so it looks like the map's sort of evening out now, 50-50.
It's all about those small mistakes, I guess. You know.
Oh. Still the fuel advantage going to be for Asher because he's going to get that left fuel as well. Although Refero should now get the right fuel. Nice
Yes.
wiring on the right fuel there by Asher.
And I don't see any sweepers from Refero, and
No.
if he plans to go for T70, there are two tellers on
Oh, where are the two tellers, sorry?
the teller on the passage to the right side,
Oh, there's one in the middle, yeah. Oh, yeah.
and one
okay.
in the middle.
I suppose. Alright, so we're seeing the tanky battalion. We're going to get the T70.
I guess, so back to your question, I guess it's just a lot of players don't know when to pull back, because he could attack, but when the half track dies, he should have just pulled back instantly, but you can't sometimes realize it in time.
Sure.
So
So he committed when he shouldn't have.
First of all, the losing Russia, and then committed.
What do you think about the second Zis gun?
Oh,
It's a bit over the top.
yes. Sorry, come again?
Oh, saying that, there is the potential to build an Ostwind. There it goes. Yep.
Yeah.
So the
It's
second
two Zis
Zis gun.
guns. Clearly, Refero's playstyle, I reckon he's a more kind of a defensive player that has to be safe in the game, you know?
Sure.
He's not gonna risk it. He's just gonna have two Zis guns instead of a T70 and a Zis gun.
Do you think
For
though
example,
that he changed his mind when he realised he got the advantage to then be like, okay, I'm going to play defensive, or
I think
This was the
he
plan.
is the kind of player as well. He's like a more like a love nest kind of player, talisman,
okay,
you know, more defensive. Because if it was the VM, I reckon this would be a T70 and a
not a second. Yeah, okay, that's fair.
or
Good
me
retreat.
or Nagano. But he's the kind of
Safety
he
first.
prefers to stay safe
Yeah.
than hope that he's going to outplay his opponent with one T70. And
See, I think that that's a sensible decision against Asher, but I don't think it would work against you or
it's
Nagano
like
or.
a more cool-headed decision,
Sure.
I guess. Because you know
You're not
you
burning it all.
can not always out micro your opponent. You have to sometimes play safe.
Where's the second AT gun? There's one there. Oh, he's put both AT guns on the same side, so he can clearly hear that Ostwind.
Yeah, the experience of Refero is coming out. The two
Yeah.
Zis guns into Colin Ice is looking quite
Oh,
strong
yes.
for Refero all of a sudden. This is the
Yeah, this Ostwind has got nothing done, and it won't.
it won't, and yeah, the time for Ashablois to shine like kind of passed
Right.
with his build.
Look at this AT gun.
That is
Perfect. Gets vision with the MG, I'd assume. Oh, there we go. No, don't move the AT gun.
It's okay.
Second shot. No.
He's gonna get so neglected. Asha needs second pioneers to keep the Austin on repair.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He's gonna keep the right hand side, which is good.
He's doing well on the left. He's doing some T-capping. We're trying to.
Yeah, but from now on, I feel like Asha has to do the work because the more the time goes on, the Ice 2 is coming closer and closer.
Ozigath, can you rephrase that? So's Kimbo Fid Asher proper Refero better?
Is that English?
I'm not sure. Alright.
Look at that, and he's like, yeah, this is Refero kind of playstyle. He prefers to stay safe, maybe a little bit of harass,
Yeah.
but he doesn't care about the right hand side. He just keeps the middle VP, waits for the IS2, and then he's gonna do the work. Oh, actually, he teched to tier 4 and is getting a T34.
Alright, call it right now. Who's winning this game?
Oh, now I don't know.
Oh.
I think like IS2, waiting for IS2 would be a much better decision.
Oh, really?
Because Park can easily destroy the T34, but IS2 can has quite an upper hand against anything that Asha can pull out of tier 3 as well.
Absolutely. So,
he cancels it. He cancels the T44, and that's
do you think
a good
he's waiting?
decision.
Do you not think he's going to get the 85 though instead of the 76, or do you think he's going to wait the whole way?
I'm not sure.
Especially
He
with
might.
the P4 coming out.
I would wait, but he might just go SU85,
Oh,
as
really?
we mentioned. He prefers to stay safe, you know.
Safe.
If he sees P4, he might just.
All right, so it
But
looks
other, yeah.
in chat we've got one person confident Refero's going to win and one person confident that Asher's going to win.
Sorry, I meant T3485.
Yeah,
not
85. That's right. I thought that was. Yeah, that was. I think that's certainly the safer bet. Especially as he's not going to have any fuel right now.
No AT guns. Asha needs at least 2 AT guns to be able to trade with it. Because 2 Ziz guns and a T-34-85, that's looking pretty bad for Asha.
I mean, he's certainly got the Mooney to put some Shreks on the Panzergrens, I guess.
Yeah, so if you ask me who's gonna win the game, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Refero.
Okay, I agree. But that's because I'm totally not biased.
It's like his game to lose, you know?
Sure.
If he loses the 85, maybe then. Because the AT guns is gonna give him such an advantage over trading with Virkus. Because, you know, Virkus cannot just decrew the Ziz guns. Especially if he pulls out a Stuk to counter the 85.
Why can't I hotkey the T-34? That's weird. Alrighty, well, this engineer's gonna have a bad day on the right hand side.
If he decides to chase, but yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, just got to remake that. At least it wasn't his sweepers.
Yeah, not a big loss, especially since Refero has just popcap for tanks. He doesn't have popcap for infantry anymore.
Right.
And he doesn't have fuel, so that's pretty much no loss apart from the veterans here.
Which there wasn't any yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not too bad. Any room for a sniper in this game?
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay, we got our first 7-man con. 50 Mooney. He's hit a mine on the T-34, but it does have the AT gun.
Yeah, if he had a pack
that would have been
earlier,
real bad. Yeah.
It could have been. But now it's just gun in position.
Is he going?
He's flanking. Conscript's gonna spot all that.
AT gun didn't get a shot off though.
Yeah.
Where are these engineers? The engineers are nowhere near to repair.
The positioning of Refero is just... You know, he knows the vehicles are on the right, but he keeps the Ziskan on the left. Just in case, I guess.
Yeah, that could bite him in the ass here though.
Yeah, that could backfire, but then again, as I say, he's just the kind of player that prefers to...
Oh no, Ash is just throwing his pack away. Oh dear.
Yeah, and the Ziskan's coming.
It's gonna be a... Oh no, that's a Vet 3 con! That's... Oh, that's...
And he gets away. Good retreat by Refero.
And a lovely grenade from Asher in return on the MG that could go down, yep.
Yeah, but Asha cannot... He's gonna overextend. 2 Ziscans in the position.
This MG coming up from mid though.
Oh, the MG is gonna... Oh, he's gonna... Swift.
Save the day there. And Refero's about to throw away his Vet 1 pack.
Gonna swift the engagement.
Nice bombardment from Refero. It's going to force a retreat on that AT gun on the MG in mid, I assume.
It doesn't have to be honest.
He's tanking it. Yeah. See, that's the kind of thing where an inexperienced player like myself would have 100% retreated that every day of the week.
Yeah, the MG can... now he can retreat. There's very little risk since there are no conscripts on the field. You could see that by if you were playing it. So like if it's a flank, then it's a flank from like, you know, engineer. Which is not gonna recruit.
We do have the Mooney for the railway artillery. Oh, that poor engineer in mid, don't lose your sweepers. One more shot.
Look at that from Refero. Look at that. That is just
fantastic.
He didn't have the vision.
He knows there's no pack.
And he gets the
Ostwin and the people.
He baited with the engineers perfectly.
Beautifully. Absolutely amazing.
It's like I see Lovenest Adept, you know?
Right.
Is his playstyle maybe not so
here comes the railway.
But it's the same style, he just plays safe but goes for some baits and just, you know, hopes to catch your opponent, to bait your opponent and defeat him that way.
That railway
without
was very expensive. Nothing.
Because as you can see, Refero has not overextended this game
At all.
in this game. One.
Yeah. We got a second P4 that's going ham, and he's gonna get it.
Yeah, if he pens, but he might as well not do.
Oh,
He gets it. Okay.
I don't think. Oh, not bad on the return fire, but
Yeah.
so in this situation against two P4s, are you gonna? Would you do what Refero just did and cancel that second T34?
Yeah, definitely.
Wait for the eyes too.
I feel like if the one of the Ziscans was in a position, he would have traded that before.
Right.
So I was like kind of surprised, but small mistakes from Refero and cost him the T34. Not the end of the world, since, as I say, IS-2 is going to come at some, and two Ziscans are going to fend off the armor, especially since the Ostwind died.
Certainly that bet too is this gun. That's juicy. Oh, that's a blob and a half there.
Yeah, that's right, but he didn't focus on the MG for some reason. I think he could have picked it off. Like if the model started dying at the front.
Now he restarts the T34 again.
Oh, he's afraid that he's not gonna be able to contest the VPs.
Yeah, I mean the map control is certainly not looking good for Refero, is it?
Yeah, but it's kind of a short-term thinking. I feel like if he manages to hold two VPs, if he manages to not die until the IS-2 comes, he's
Then
gonna have an instant win.
Right, that's
because P4s are going to get absolutely
obliterated
pooped on by IS-2.
And we got the Ostwind being remade.
And Ashablois does not seem like he's going to take to tier 4 anytime. No. He's just going to stick with the
P4 and Ostwind.
Yeah, with the tier 3 vehicles.
Oh, this mortar on the left, what are you doing? That almost strikes me as desperation, capping a fuel with a mortar.
Yeah, but there's this gun on retreat buff, so if he doesn't land perfect shots, he's gonna be fine.
Alright, I think the final Lost Trooping squad is about to have a bad day.
Might be.
Although,
no, he's going for the P4.
Yeah, he's going straight for it. Missed the first shot. Where's the AT gun? Yep. In my favourite place. That's good. Alright, he's going for this. There's no snare whatsoever. There's no mine. Not that Refero knows that necessarily. I think he's going to go for it though. Absolutely. Oh wow, a ding.
He can stick. There's no Faust.
There's nothing. No.
And he gets it.
Yeah.
That's a good aggression from Refero.
Yeah, that's not what we were expecting.
There's no... And now he is more of a secured in this game, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Again, in an advantage. Two Ziscans and T3485 versus P4 pack and also. Austin is pushing.
Yeah, just gonna meet the Vet 2 AT gun.
Yeah, if there was a mine there, it would have been dead. Kinda careless play from Asha, but...
It's gonna get snared and the T34 is fully repaired. Oh wow. No, that was a good... That's very nice movement from the Ostwind there. Really nice.
Oh, yeah, you know, it's... No, you would call it a careless play, but then again, it paid because a lot of disorientation.
Yeah, you got away with it, sure.
Done a lot of damage to Vet2 Ziscan that has to pull back now.
Where's the AT gun for... The AT gun is out of position for Asher, but should be fine.
Yeah.
I think we can be fairly confident that we are not going to see an IS-2 this game, unless it goes a lot longer. Whoa! I forgot to turn off. Oh my god. Sorry.
What happened?
I just got a heart. Thanks for the subscription, Tom. Okay,
Yeah, thanks for the sub.
Yeah, thanks Tom, I appreciate it, buddy. It was very loud. It's a very good song, but it's very loud. I apologise to people watching.
Ah, no worries.
Asher, I would say Asher definitely needs a second pack, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
100%. Let me just message Tom.
It's looking dicey for Asha, you know, second pack.
I
And
guess
he has less infantry than Refero and worse infantry, right? I mean, apart from the pyramid, but like just one Oshtrupen.
so I'm just thinking Tom. Okay.
I feel like this game just can be prolonged, but
I guess the one thing Asher's got for him right now is he's got plenty of VPs to play with if he can keep a VP
yeah, that's
or
true.
two.
I'm feeling like if Asha decides to, if he would want to win this game,
Here comes the railway at mid.
he would have to, yeah, but it's easily dodged. If he wants to win this game, I feel like he has to take for tier 4 and then work from there.
So Tomikaze makes a point in chat. He doesn't think he needs a second pack. Doesn't have the infantry presence to afford it. What do you think?
Since the Katyusha is coming now, definitely
Oh, yeah.
Pack would, but if this was a second tank, then Pack would have to be, you know, he needs infantry and anti-tank if this wasn't a Katyusha, but now since it's a Katyusha, then probably second Pack is not a good.
Not worth it. Okay.
But he needs both, to be honest.
Yeah.
So that's the point.
I mean, he's got 800 manpower.
But I would say, you know, Tomikaze's point is right, but armor in KO2 is kind of superior to infantry. If you win the armor battle, you can have some wipes for the infantry with the armor. So I would prioritize it first.
He's gonna lose his MG on the left. Possibly.
Asha is not targeting.
He wasn't focusing it with the Osman, so.
See, I feel like he's getting stressed. A little bit of fatigue.
Sure.
Because, you know, those players, he plays a lot this game, right?
Yeah, oh yeah,
He
I've seen him.
he streamed a lot, so I'm imagining he plays a lot of 1v1.
Yeah.
So he should have a perfect micro, but
It could be a tournament, you know. Just
it's a tournament,
He's
so
nervous.
he's getting a little bit of fatigue. I feel like.
Yeah, nervous up against a GCS2 player.
Yes, definitely. Refero is looking much more calm.
Calm, yep, much more calm is a way of saying it. That's fine. You would probably say much calmer.
Much calmer, yeah.
CALMER, but either way works.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the point about tournaments. If you're a newcomer, you can have a hard time.
Right.
Because you need to have that resistance to the pressure.
Nice pack placement. I always, whenever I play this map, I always have an AT gun sat in this middle bit. It's crazy not to. Austin just took 3 hits. Katyusha getting a little bit spicy. He's going for, oh, I thought he was going to go for this blob in the mid. Yeah.
To be honest, at this point, I'd get a second pack and a broom. I feel like that's the only option he can get back into this game. Unless Refero makes a mistake, obviously, but we don't count that.
What do you think about a Katyusha shot like that? A Katyusha shot spent specifically to retreat an an MG, getting 2 models and creating a lot of orange cover. Is that worth?
It's definitely worth, since you can see that he doesn't have better targets, so he would have to wait, and you just, you know, you use the ability so it isn't cool, so you can use it faster again.
Sure.
Unless you know your opponent is going to attack soon, you can wait with the barrage. But if he's not gonna attack, then use it on.
You always want it on cooldown, basically, to get maximum.
Yes, unless you know your opponent is you're gonna need it in the.
i.e. if
Okay.
an opponent's getting desperate on VPs.
He's going for a Panzerwerfer instead of a Broombar,
Okay.
which could do it.
I mean, this mid is a juicy target if he had Vish
Yeah.
right
So
now.
in that case, then he would have to go Panzerwerfer and Panther instead of Pack and Broombar. That's also a build that could work. Both are good. Depends how you play with it.
Okay. We've got a T-34 76 coming out, I think. Yep, 76 coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could dive it on the P-Werfer.
Yeah, I wonder what's his thinking by going for the T-34.
I think he just really doesn't want an IS-2.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, nice shot from the caddy.
Oh, did he wipe? Oh, no. Okay.
No, 3 models and the
Oh.
MG. Oh.
If he wiped that veterancy, is it on almost destroyed? That's the question. Because the weapon can be damaged and then it's gonna
Really?
get destroyed.
And then it gets destroyed. Okay.
Yeah, it could be after a couple barrages. If he survives that barrage, it's almost full health now.
This
Because you know, if an MG survives a couple of barrages but gets damaged, it's kind of better, but worse because you might not realize that it's damaged weapon and the time is gonna die, it's gonna get destroyed.
This P-Werfer's not going to shoot this tree, is it? I thought he was using the supply drop plane to give him vision for the P-Werfer, but he didn't fire it, so... Here it comes. Doesn't hit the tree. It's going at that blob at mid.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
That's a good hit.
Nice. Sadly no wipes, but still, nice hit.
Yeah, Ashablois is still playing good.
Yeah. He's got that second pack now. I really forgot to mention that.
Oh,
It's
I don't know. That's a good idea.
His infantry is so lacking, right? Like we're down to 1 Ostrupen, 2 P.
Yes, but I think that the second pack is a mistake.
Really?
Because he will not be able to afford a Panther now.
Oh, okay.
As I said, the 2 builds that I mentioned, either Pack and Broombar, or Panther and Panzerwerfer, these are the options. But he kind of misplayed with the second pack, I think, after P-Werfer.
Interesting.
Yeah, I feel like that's a mistake. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a mistake, to be honest.
No. I mean,
he will, even if he gets the money, which is impossible, then he doesn't have pop cap anymore because of that.
No. Look at this wiring on the left. I didn't expect to see that.
Oh, damn, it's like I never spectate games, and now that I look at it, I can see so much details.
That's cool.
You know, while I'm in game, I see a lot of them, but not so many. You know,
yeah.
You don't think about the whole kind of builds you could do. You don't have so much time.
Oh, hey, thanks, Oscar.
Yes. Even if I'm watching on the stream, when someone casts a game or watches, then
having control of your own camera just makes such a difference, doesn't it? Like,
yeah,
I don't know if you watch the international when the Dota's on, but I would always watch that in game because you can control the camera and listen to the casters.
Yeah, I didn't realize, but it really is such a different feel. Makes you think about the game.
Yeah, it's really good, Ozilgas, because I enjoy watching and playing, but I'm nowhere near as good as Kimbo or Tomikaze, so it's always good to have someone who knows what they're talking about that I can ask questions of. And I think it makes it a lot more interesting to listen to. Alright, we got IL-2 strikes coming down on the left. Forces of retreat. This is a VP bleed.
This is a VP bleed, and Refero has a perfect army.
Yeah.
To contain Asha, and that's gonna be
game.
That's gonna be game.
So Asha now needs to get 2 VPs. He just needs to drain as much from Refero as possible for that potential third game.
At this point, even if he gets 2 VPs, he is so far from.
Oh no, he's lost. But what I mean is, because to get pick in the third game.
Ah, okay.
So he just needs to.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's true. That's
do
true.
whatever he can. We'll see. He's going to lose this P2, P4 even. this is absolutely a GG Phil. Yeah, Refero. All his original cons are alive, I think. I don't think he's lost a con.
Yeah, it kinda the whole game for me looks like someone who is a newcomer and just put a lot of effort to prepare for the tournament,
Okay.
but plays versus someone who's much more experienced and like
A competitive game. Yeah.
I like to call it a kind of a pro player, you know, the
Sure.
kind of because the tourney experience, the playing on the highest level with pressure and
It's so
playing long
different, right?
games,
Like,
it's so different that he has there's so very big. Such
like
a
you
big
think
difference.
a lot of players like Asher probably take games off Love Nest, but in a tournament
Yeah.
situation, you're not going to beat Love Nest.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
I had the
difference, I
same.
think.
I was playing in GCS2 versus Loveness in one of the qualifiers, and I won the first game and then lost 2 games.
Yeah, it's you couldn't really
Because,
ask for a harder opponent to come up against in the qualifier. All right, so that's game 1 over.